652-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA, 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
It's Monday. Not sure how you did it, but you actually survived an entire 2 days without hearing from Tom. Good job to you. And once again, good luck.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. Scary situation this weekend in one Ocala neighborhood, the 1700 block of Southeast 12th Avenue. There was a blaze, a fire. Multiple crews went to attack this fire. Engine 3 arrived. There was an RV fully engulfed in flames, parked near a residence. The fire was under control within 2 minutes of the crew arriving on the scene. And that became, stopped the structure, the house that the RV was parked in, the house yard, from catching on fire, and maybe houses around from catching on fire. So no injuries reported in the blaze. It does remain under investigation. And it even took Marion County Fire and Rescue. They also responded to this fire. So good job to all those that were involved in putting it out and getting it put out in a quick fashion so that it didn't spread to other structures in the neighborhood. You think you don't think about how important those kind of things are until it's your house or your RV that's on fire and your house that's in danger of catching fire. But the fast response, the fact they were able to bring it under control within 2 minutes of arriving on the scene. Kudos to the men and women of the Ocala Fire Department and the Marion County Fire Department for taking what could have been a very scary situation. RVs got those gas, the propane gas on them, some of them do, and everything. So, it's just a tinderbox, really, an RV. So kudos to the men and women of the Marion County Fire Department and the Ocala Fire Department for getting this under control very quickly. If you want to see more information, you can go to the Ocala Fire Department's website or Facebook page, and you can see a video. It's really Cale Sustorf shot the video. By the way, Cale Sustorf makes me feel old that he's a firefighter now, and I remember him when he was 12 years old playing Little League Baseball. But it's a very intense video. It shows the RV fully engulfed in flames, and kudos to once again, we have great men and women that work as first responders in our area, and they answered the call here and may have saved the neighborhood. You never know what could have happened or what may have happened. So kudos to the men and women of the Ocala Fire Department and the Marion County Fire Department. I saw this news report, and I went, well, they're a little late to the party. I've known that this is a mess for years. And I'm talking about the intersection at 484 and I-75. Now, have you ever been out there? I used to go out there quite a lot because there was a discount golf store that was out there where you could go get discounted golf shoes and everything and bags. And it's still there, but it's closing, and it's not going to be there much longer. But I would go out there quite a bit. And as you get off, if you're coming from Ocala, as you get off the 484 exit, when you get off the exit, it's traffic hell already. And you got the McDonald's right there, and you got the Pilot across the street, and You got the way to turn into Summer Glens right there, and all the people going in and out of Marion Oaks, which is just down the street. And so it's a pain in the neck. Well, the other side's no better. Because in between the interstate and 475A is a traffic stop as well. I mean, traffic, you go in there in the middle of the afternoon, traffic is almost at a standstill. Sometimes cars coming off the interstate block because people try to, they don't want to be that last person. So they come out and they block cross traffic sometimes until the light clears for them to clear. It's just a mess there. And you can go there in the early mornings or late afternoons, and it's nothing for it to be backed up a mile in each direction. It's really that's just what happens. But according to this story, help is on the way. The local Ocala Marion Transportation Planning Organization unveiled the draft of a 5-year road construction plan, which spans from 2021-2022 to 2025-2026. And County Road 484 interchange at 75 tops the list of things that need to be improved. It's going to be a $15.3 million project. It's funded mostly through federal transportation dollars. It'll include reworking County Road 484s from Southwest 20th Street on the west side of I-75, which is where you turn in to go to Summer Glen, to County Road 475A on the east side. They're going to construct and expand turn lanes. They're going to improve traffic flow through lanes. The County Road 475 intersection will be improved as well. The project is scheduled to be completed by the beginning of 2023, which means sometime in the summer or fall of 2023 is when it will actually be done. But it's one of those areas that you have to have some sort of help, because it is just a mess. They recently reworked the entrance and exits on 200 in the last couple of years. 275 used to be a parking lot. It flows much better now. It still has issues, don't get me wrong, but that's because of the vast amounts of cars that go through the lights at 75 and 200. But it is so much better now than it used to be. A couple years ago, it was nothing for traffic to back up a mile in each direction. Well, they went and they reworked it. They reworked some turn lanes. They reworked how the lights run, and they created bigger exits and bigger entrances on the interstate, and it flows better now. It still doesn't flow great, but it flows a hell of a lot better than it used to. Well, that's what they need to do to 484 between 475A and Southwest 20th. Right there at the interstate as you get off 484, it is a mess early in the mornings or late in the afternoons. Drive time between 7 in the morning and 9 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon and 6 in the afternoon. Avoid 484 and 75 at all costs. That's my advice to you. Well, they're going to try to fix that problem. And it's a huge, if you've never been there during those times, you have no idea what we're talking about. But not only is it a big problem with a parking lot standing still, but it's dangerous. As I said, cars will come off 75 and block all lanes of traffic. They'll block the entire lanes of traffic on 44. Then people start jockeying for position. People are cutting through stopped traffic. And one of the biggest ways to get hit is to pull through in some stopped traffic that somebody didn't realize they needed to stop. Well, that happens all the time at the interchange of 484 and 75. It's too small an intersection for the traffic that goes through there, especially on the west side. On the east side, it's a little better because it's wider going up to 475, but on the west side, it's very small. And it causes an issue because you got 2 or 3 restaurants, plus you got a gas station on. People are trying to get in and out of traffic. They're trying to get in and off 75. It is a complete mess. Well, the Ocala Marion Transportation Planning Organization recently put that at the top of its priority of places that need to be fixed in Marion County. And I couldn't agree with him more. It is a place that is in need of a fixing. So the fact that it's on top of the list said it'll be done by the beginning of 2023, so that's usually, midway or fall of 2023. Just like they're about to finish the overpass on 36th Avenue to overpass that go over the railroad tracks, which is going to make 36th Avenue here in Ocala so much better to traverse. So kudos for the upcoming work that's going to help alleviate the traffic at County Road 484 and I-75. We'll be right back after this timeout. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Passing from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
At least 2 people were killed, including a 12-year-old boy, and more than 150 others hurt in the West Bank on Sunday when a bleacher collapsed during a packed holiday prayer service at a Jewish synagogue. The ultra-Orthodox house of worship was still under construction, and the Israeli Fire and Rescue Service says building owners did not have a permit to support the large number of people. Staying in the region, Israeli warplanes continued a series of heavy airstrikes at several locations of Gaza City early Monday. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the fourth war with Gaza's Hamas rulers would continue on. Hamas also continued to attack, launching rockets from civilian areas in Gaza towards civilian areas in Israel. NASA has successfully launched a Black Brant 12 rocket from its Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia Sunday night. The project is designed to study how energy and momentum are transported between different regions of space that are magnetically connected. USA Radio News.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online.